Hey, what's up? Hope you're having an awesome Sunday. If you're new, I'm Archangel 111. Thanks for stopping by. So listen, overall energy is this new love will show you why you never settled. Okay, a lot of you have been going through a period of your life where you've been single. Feel like you could be on top of your game, like the best version of yourself, and you're wondering why no one's kind of going after you. Well, that's because Spirit has one specific person in mind, and you two are being divinely guided towards each other. This could be someone you've just recently met or someone who is about to come into your life. But you need to know that they're going to be the reason to show you why you never settled in the past, why your other relationships didn't work out, and more importantly, why you were meant to continue to work on yourself to become the best version of yourself for this relationship, okay? So it says, I want you so bad it hurts, and I keep trying to walk away, but I can't. In the past, this could have been your energy. Maybe you were holding on to a connection that you have long outgrown. You know, you can love someone for a very long time, and sometimes it can be hard to let go of that person. But if there's repeated signs that this person's rejecting you or that your relationship isn't working out, that is the universe trying to show you that there's someone else better out there for you. And you gotta just learn how to love someone, sometimes from a distance. So whoever this new love is, okay, they are definitely into you. They want you. Especially if you already know this person and you two have not been in an intimate relationship yet. This person is craving you and your energy. And most importantly, it's Sunday. They are wishing that you two was making dinner together, doing the laundry together, spending time with your families, all that. Okay, because I just saw my family loves you. So if this is someone you already know, their family is quite a fan of you. Maybe their family members, someone in their family or close friends could have been like, how come you haven't gone after them? They are a great catch. You know, sometimes the best relationships as well can be friendships first or can be slow building. Because that way, what's the rush, right? If someone rushes into a relationship with you, unless you really know like that's your person, sometimes that can be a red flag. So this person wants you to know that they care about you a lot more than you realize. And I feel like it's because this is someone who watches you a lot from a distance or is keeping their feelings at bay. Like they have a lot of feelings for you and you two could maybe even socialize a lot or spend time together, but they've never really opened up to you how they feel. And they want you to know they feel like they waited forever to find someone like you. So absolutely beautiful. And this is your energy as well. You're going to feel like you waited forever, especially if you're already in this phase in your life, to find someone like that. So jealous masculines in here. In the past, okay, you could have dealt with a lot of jealous masculines if you're a feminine who dates masculines, or you could be a masculine who had a tendency to get jealous. If that's the case, Spirit's like, you need to be on a timeout, okay, for my masculines watching, so you can figure out how not to be a jealous person. Because the best relationships, you give that person room to be themselves, room to breathe, right? Room to live their best life. And if you find you're constantly getting jealous in connections, it's either because you're not with someone who's loyal to you, or there's some part of yourself that needs to be healed from a past relationship, right? So sometimes people can go through relationships where they have someone who's completely unloyal to them or untrustworthy to them, and then that can carry on to future connections. So if that's the case, just know that you're on a timeout or a jealous masculine's on a timeout because you two are needing to heal parts of yourselves before you come together. So I really feel as though this is a new connection for you though, and you're going to realize that no one could ever love you the way that they do. And it's going to be a very healthy love. It's going to be reciprocal. It's going to be like all the relationships you went through that sucked won't even matter anymore. Some of you could currently be dating this person, okay? I'm going to say that because some of you could already be with this person and you're like, wow, like this connection is a breath of fresh air. This connection is unlike any other relationship you've been through. Well, it's because you've healed a lot. You've grown into a much more mature version of yourself. And also too, sometimes you got to kiss a bunch of frogs to find your Prince Charming. So a close friend of theirs has been asking them about you. So if you are currently dating this person, look at that. Close friend of theirs could be saying, when are you going to wife this one? Okay. When are you going to marry this one? And for others of you, this is future energy. This next relationship you're going to be in is going to be dating for purpose, dating for marriage. So what's the rush? Know that that is the universe's promise to you. All the grief you had to go through, all the heartaches, all the tears is leading you to this love who knows that they're truly meant to be your person. And you're going to feel the same. It's just going to be a deep inner knowing. And I feel as though for some of you, this person is already in your life, whether that is someone you're newly just interested in, or maybe this is someone who's been in your life for a long time, but you two have never considered being in a relationship. So let me see if I can pull some energy. Wow, 7 of Wands. So you could be a fire sign, or this could be a fire sign, but overall 7 of Wands represents a love offer. Wanting to date you, wanting to know more about you, and most importantly, wanting to give you a beautiful bouquet of flowers. For some of you, this person is the type that, like, they will show up with your favorite flowers. Peonies, roses, daisies, whatever you be into. This person views you to be like a flower as well. Like, you're forever blossoming in their eyes. They feel like you've changed a lot. So if you've just gotten to know this person, they love that you have so many different layers to your personality, to your life. You could be someone who's extremely independent, hardworking. And if you are a feminine watching, you know, it takes a certain masculine, okay, who's into you in that level to be attracted to someone super hyper independent, because not everyone can handle that. So that could be why you dealt with a lot of jealous masculines in the past. Y'all could have been super independent, super driven, and that could have led to some type of jealousy in your connection, or them wanting to kind of like tame you in a way, right? Especially if you're the type of person, like, you know, there's certain people out there that just get along with masculines better, right? Like, I don't know about y'all, but growing up, I was a bit of a tomboy. Like, I liked to skateboard. I played basketball, okay? I always got along with dudes better. I had a lot of guy friends. And sometimes dating people, that could be hard because masculines will be jealous of you having a best friend who's a masculine, even though it's like strictly platonic, like there's no relationship there, right? You look at that person as like your bro, your brother, like a close friend, right? But some people can mistake that. So you could be the same way. Maybe you are such an independent feminine that you have a tendency to relate to masculines. Or it could just be that you're an absolutely beautiful person and maybe lots of masculines are interested in you. Or it could even be both, okay? But just know that if in the past you dealt with a lot of jealous masculines who felt the need to kind of tame you or exert some type of masculinity over you or people in your life, know that this next person is not this way. So it's going to be a breath of fresh air. And if you are the masculine watching, maybe you had a tendency to be that way in the past, but now Spirit's saying you've healed that. So you're ready for a mature relationship. And it's a big thing if you can admit that you're a jealous person, because that allows you to heal that tendency from yourself to move forward in a more positive connection. So Knight of Swords is here, King of Wands, and Page of Cups. Okay, so the person you're meeting could be a couple years younger than you with the Page energy. And Knight and King. So this is you, okay? Whether you're feminine or masculine, you're evolving in your stages of relationships. You're going from being a knight to a king, okay? Or a knight to a queen. It's like you have matured so much in your life and in love and in knowing what you want, right? All those relationships that you go through fail. There's always a lesson to learn there. Some people luck out and they get to be with their high school sweetheart, and that's how it is for the rest of their lives. But majority of people out there go through, it is like 2 to 4 relationships before you find that person. There's also the theory of 3. Drop in the comments if you're familiar with that, right? The 3 relationships. First one's your first love. Second one's the one that teaches you a lot about yourself. Third one is that person. Now, I truly believe in the theory of 3 because you can have multiple relationships, but are you in love with every single one of those people? Usually when you get grown to a certain age, you realize there's people you could have dated that you truly didn't actually love like that, like unconditionally love. Okay, so the theory of 3, drop in the comments if you're familiar with that, or if you'd like to see me do a video more depth on the theory of 3. But yeah, a lot of you, it's like you have grown so much. So each relationship has really taught you what you're looking for in a partner, what you're not looking for. And as we grow in age, in maturity, your list will change. At first, you could be looking for someone who's just funny, who matches your energy, who likes to have fun, who is loyal, who's kind. And then as you get older, you're like, okay, you want a family man or family woman. You want someone who is super focused on career, super focused on family. Like, your priorities change as you get older and more mature, right? So if you're in your 20s, say from when you were in your early 20s, now you're in your late 20s, your priorities have changed. Or if you're in your 30s, 40s, same thing. Your priorities in a relationship and in a partner have changed as you've dated other people. So that's why it's always good to look at each relationship with something positive about it. You know, some relationships you can be like, oh, glad that's over. But really think about what that person taught you, because they taught you something that you weren't looking for. And there's always something good as well in a person. If you dated them long term, there's a reason why you dated them in the first place. Wow, the star. So one thing that you are, a lot of people, okay, from your past, wow, look at that, the lovers. A lot of ex-lovers or current lovers of yours will say that you are someone who's a star in your life. So you could be an Aquarius or a Gemini here, Libra as well. The world, beautiful. So lots of air energy right here in my hand. But yeah, just know that people view you to be a star in life and in love. You're someone who usually takes the lead in relationships. So maybe you truly believe in that like twin flame dynamic, that super romanticized connection where you're going to meet your person and it's like you're happily ever after. Don't give up that faith. Even if you feel as though life hasn't panned out that way yet, who's to say you're not going to have your fairy tale ending? Because the star is here. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful card as well. I love when this one comes out, and the world. So some of you are going to realize too that your prince or princess charming is actually in a different part of the world than you. So that could be why as well it's taken longer for you to find. Have you been stuck in your bubble? Have you not traveled outwardly yet? That could be where this new love is for you. It's like you're going to take a trip. You're going to travel somewhere, and then you're going to meet this person and you're going to just know. So don't hold resentment for the past and hold faith for the future, because know that all the endings you went through is leading you to this fairy tale ending. And true love really does exist. If you've never experienced love at first sight, that could be another reason why y'all still single or haven't found your person, because the universe wants to show you, okay? Your spirit team wants to show you that those things do exist. People don't just like say it does and it doesn't. True love exists. Soulmate connections exist. Twin flames exist. And most importantly, love at first sight truly does exist. So if you've never experienced that phenomenon, well, you're in surprise, okay? You're in store for a surprise. So absolutely beautiful. Now too, with I keep trying to walk away, but I can't, you could have a twin flame dynamic that's been constantly kind of coming back and forth in your life. Not all twin flames will do the work necessary to make it work, but a twin flame connection is truly in your life to show you as a mirror what it is you need to heal about yourself. And most importantly, that person who you can really count on is out there. So some of you have met your twin flame, and maybe you're choosing to walk away from that person, and this is why you're holding hope for a new love. If that's the case, it's like whatever energy you put out there, the universe is going to back it up. So if you're deciding to walk away from your twin flame and walk towards new love, you're going to meet a new love. So don't lose faith or sight or hope, most importantly. But the world is there. If you've been closing yourself off to love, like this summer, for example, if you've been doing all work and no play, you haven't put yourself out there to meet anyone new, you've kind of just like stayed in the same city or town or country that you live in, you haven't traveled, you haven't done anything exciting or adventurous, how do you expect to meet a new love? Because sometimes the universe is trying to get you out of your normal comfort in order to meet someone who's going to match that level of curiosity, adventure, and ultimately that natural born romance. So the world being here is to show you that for some of you, you're actually meant to travel outside of your normal, usual place of being or residence of being to meet that lover, okay? To meet that like sweep you off your feet, absolute romance. So if you've met this person, you could have met them through a dating app. You could have met them online. You could have met them through social media. This person is watching and waiting, okay? Queen of Wands. This person wants to offer you some type of new beginning. You and your person could both live at a major distance from each other, and I feel like you're going to meet in the middle. So for example, if this person's from Europe, you're from the United States, maybe you're going to meet in Canada. Or if this person is from Australia and you're from Canada, maybe you're going to meet in the middle. Like, so just don't lose sight into what could be, because the unknown is so beautiful. But yeah, Queen of Wands, someone thinks that you're absolutely divine. You're a divine being. You have got a lot of love to give and this person wants to scoop it up. And vice versa, okay? So lucky break at the bottom of the deck. Beautiful. Good things are coming for you. This is a major turning point in your relationship. Think about everyone that walked away from you in the past or you from them as a blessing. Choose to see the good in relationships ending because then that leaves you with hope for the future. Oh, one card flipped over there. So let's see what it is. Spiritually woke. So wow, that makes a lot of sense. For a lot of you, the reason why you haven't found your person yet is because you weren't fully spiritually awoken to who you're meant to be in this earth. So when you step up into that like knowing of who you are and nothing can break your path, that is when you're going to meet someone with that same level of ambition, okay, and gratitude. So self-awareness, cutting through illusions and detaching from ego. A lot of you needed to go through a very heartbreaking situation, whether that was in love or your own life, to learn how to detach from your ego and to choose love. So beautiful. I do see TikTok there. So some of you, if you are on an app, you could meet this person on an app. Beautiful. So let me see. I'll pull some more love messages as well. But let me just see what this new love. Wow. Y'all saw me shuffle heart to heart. So they're getting ready to have a heart to heart. And this is someone who wants to have a deep conversation with you about being intimate, discussions, being blunt and honest. This is someone as well who's going to be really forthcoming with you, what they're looking for in a relationship. And maybe in the past you felt as though you dated a lot of people who either gaslit you or future faked with you, right? Like told you what you wanted to hear, but at the same time, it doesn't mean that they didn't want those things, but they knew in the back of their mind they weren't ready for it. So if you were like dating someone in the past and you're like, yeah, I'm ready to get married, have children, this person could have been like, yeah. But meanwhile, in the back of their mind, they're like, I am not ready for that. Okay, whoever this new love is coming in, they're going to be on the same page as you, heart to heart. You're going to be able to be open and honest with each other, what it is that you're both looking for in a relationship. So my promise is to always put you first. That is this new love or this person you are in a relationship with currently. Because I feel like this energy goes both ways. You're either dating this person and you're like, yeah, this is the one, or you're about to meet them if you haven't met them yet. Maybe you just have your eye on someone and you know. So their relationship with you feels divinely guided. They want you to know that. This is someone who in the past maybe didn't even believe in spirituality on that deep level or inner knowing, but since knowing you, you have made this person like really become self-aware of what it is that they want in life and what it is that they want in love. So do you forgive me for the past this year? I feel as though this is a lot of people from your past. Maybe for some of you, this is someone who did overlook you, who you were just trying to date and just wanted to be friends. But for others of you, this could be past relationships of yours. Sometimes it's important to heal the past with others. It doesn't mean you have to go back to dating them. But in order for you to heal your heart and be in a healthy new relationship. So there could be someone from your past, especially if you dealt with a jealous masculine in the past, who could want some type of forgiveness from you because they've seen you blossom. They've seen you grow and mature into a better version of yourself. And also too, like if you're in a new relationship, it maybe has hit home for this person that there is no reconciliation for the two of you, that they missed out on that chance with you. So your favorite restaurant for dinner, absolutely beautiful. Whoever you're dealing with wants you to know that they will love to take you out for your favorite restaurant. So you two could love to enjoy a good meal together, enjoy a cocktail together, enjoy dancing together, stuff like that. You could both be major foodies. Maybe you like to just have a night at home, or you could even love to cook together. But yeah, this person wants you to know. There could be as well that they're going to have a fond memory with you at your favorite restaurant. Maybe this person introduced you to your favorite restaurant. For example, like you could have never been to a certain steakhouse or sushi place and this person's taking you there and you're like, I will always remember them for taking me there. So absolutely beautiful. And depending on what sign you are, you could be a Cancer, Taurus, or an Aries. Those are the three signs who are major foodies, love food, but I won't discount any signs, okay? But those three signs absolutely love going out for dinner. So they ended things with someone else's here. So wow, maybe in the past, this is someone who was involved with another person when y'all first met. Or if you're going back to your twin flame, this could be someone who has come to realize through some type of time apart or through growth and transformation that you've both made that you're meant to be together. So you make this person feel incredible. If you are dating them, they want you to know that your energy is overall just like a breath of fresh air. You really make them feel revitalized in a way that no one else ever has. So sword and rose at the bottom of the deck. Truth is here, revelations, honor and protection, determination. This person is determined to make you feel as loved as you make them feel loved. So they want you to know that. And this could be someone as well who in the past kind of ran away from their true feelings for you based on insecurities or fear and doubt within themselves. And for others of you, it could have been in that they were involved in someone who kept kind of playing with their heartstrings, tugging at their heartstrings, and they figured out that they want to have a fresh start. And also too, you can't like make someone realize how much your connection is worth. That's something that they need to realize on their own. So if this is you reconnecting with a twin flame, I don't want to discount that because it could be for some of you. Go for it. But for others of you, this is a new love and it's going to show you why your other relationships truly never worked out in the past. So the chaser is here. This person could be chasing you right now. Maybe you don't realize. Cupids Arrow at the bottom of the deck. So fear of abandonment, chasing, and codependencies. Now, this is something you had to heal, and this person simultaneously, you both could have been the chaser in other relationships, and now you've both learned how to heal that part of yourselves, therefore to come together. It often is a sign as well of needing to feel loved or healing an abandonment wound if you find yourself constantly chasing love that is unreciprocated by other people. So sometimes, honestly, the universe will put you on a timeout from dating so that you learn just to love yourself, right? You learn to be okay with being single, being okay with making dinner for one, being okay with spending more time by yourself, focusing on building yourself up to be a better version. So Cupid's arrows here, have faith, love is coming. Exactly. Okay. Surprise invitation and struck by love. This is the overall energy that I was saying at the beginning of the message, and look at it all tied together at the end. Have faith, love is coming. And if you've been single for a bit, realize that you were single so that you could become in a place of healing some type of codependency you had, whether that was with people who did not appreciate your love or just you needing to focus on becoming the best version of yourself to find a love that's truly unconditional. So let me pull a final message. What would your person, your new love interest, or someone you're dating like you to know today? Wow. So there you go. This could be why you're single too, okay? You got someone from your past that you two need to have closure with in order for you to move on to a new chapter. Maybe you have some type of unhealed love, or you're holding on to feelings for someone with no explanation as to why it ended. You know, some people will say, oh, you don't need closure, walk away from that person forever. I disagree with that, because I truly think if you don't actually have that final conversation, that finishing of the relationship or continuing the relationship with someone, those feelings will left to be linger in both of your minds for a very long time. The what if, what could have been, the doubt and the regret for not truly speaking how you feel, whether it's good or bad. So if you find yourself to be single as well, that's truly a message for some of y'all that you need to have closure with someone else before you can find that new love that you're meant to be with. And trust that not all closure is bad. You could still love someone, but tell them you're going to love them from a distance. Or you could have outgrown someone, and sometimes that's all the healing it takes to tell someone you've truly outgrown them. So this person from the past, though, might want to start over with you. Look at that. It's all about new love, and you got some past energy sneaking up in there. It says, please forgive me from everything from the past. Let's start over. So some of you too, maybe you've been single because you know that you have a twin flame or a soulmate connection that you were truly always meant to be with. And that person and you never were able to figure it out at the time. It could have been because someone was jealous in your relationship. Jealous of you or jealous of other people who are talking to you. So becoming a parent soon, maybe this is something really that's been on your wish list, okay? Spirit wanted you to heal and be ready for that. That won't be for everyone, but if you know this is something on your radar, you've been dating someone for a long time or newly dating, this is the person you're meant to build a family with. So absolutely beautiful and wanting to be exclusive. So I'm going to leave that there, but just know whether you decide to go back to the past or you hold it out for this new love, the universe is truly going to show you why you never settled before. So I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Thanks so much for watching.